Okay guys, so this entire video is not going to be a silent, situation. I know there's a lot of videos where people just keep flipping it, but there's honestly a little bit too much to say to just keep doing the whiteboards. So hopefully you can stick with me here while we talk about basically what it's like to go through something that is really difficult. A lot of people experience times and situations in life where they're just tough. You know, you go through rough patches and everyone experiences their own type of rough patch. And it's not to say that this was my first rough patch I'd ever experienced in my life. I've definitely experienced my share of, hardships. But I would say that this particular circumstance that I'm going to share with you was something that I really was not prepared for. And the way that I was able to navigate through it and pull myself out of feeling hopeless, feeling sad, and all of these different things. So what had ended up happening is I went to OCS, which is Officer Candidate School for the military, and I had spent a year and 3 or 4 months, some change, preparing for that. So that's a good chunk of time that you're just dedicating your whole entire focus of every single day to preparing for something like that, because you want to be successful. And for you it might be something completely different, but everyone has something like this, and that's why I felt led to share. So hopefully this does help someone. And needless to say, I went through the 9-week process. It's a 10-week initial program followed by then a 6-month additional program where you're just going through a really intense vetting sort of process. You're tested physically, mentally, emotionally, and you're graded upon your leadership, your physical prowess basically, and your academics. So you're moving nonstop, through all hours of the day, while you're also learning a workload of information. Needless to say, I made it through 9 weeks. I was sent home on the Friday of the 9th week because my academics just weren't up to par. I am an audio-visual and kinesthetic learner, so it just takes me a little bit longer sometimes to understand things when they require, I would say, that type of learning. I've never been the type of person where you tell me something and I've got it right away. I need to make that connection. That's why I really love analogies, but that's neither here nor there. I really focused on my physical training before I went. I could have prepared more when it came to academics, but I honestly didn't place that much importance on it as I should have. I really feel that I could have prepared myself better if I would have dedicated as much time to my academics leading up to that as I did to, my physical training. So when I left Officer Candidate School, I mentally was just not prepared for that blow. And over the next 6 months, so this happened last year in August, I really became lost. And it was such an emotional situation for me, as I'm sure other people who may have been in that circumstance can also, testify or empathize with. And I'm normally a very strong-willed, mentally capable person, and I pride myself on being able to move through situations and difficult circumstances in life with steps that I've learned over the years from dealing with different scenarios. And I've always been that person who's able to move through things in a healthy way and just gets back up on the horse and finds another direction, finds another way to get things accomplished. But I felt myself sort of at odds, in a limbo, because I didn't know what I wanted to do next. And I felt, maybe I didn't make it through for a reason that's greater than this. Maybe I'm supposed to try again. Maybe I'm supposed to go a different direction completely in my life and move somewhere else, because as you have probably heard, if you've seen my welcome videos, I've lived a bunch of different places, so I'm no stranger to, packing up and then moving somewhere and starting all over, because I do love adventure. I like the thrill of doing new things and, taking on different challenges. I'm not the person to shy away from those things. So I tell you all of this to just demonstrate that I am not a weak-willed person, And figuring out how you're going to heal yourself from the inside out is such an important process, and it can help strengthen you and prepare you for future, hardships that you may encounter. So I'd like to just share with you